We're standing out here in front of our original master control TV studio and production control room. The original building built in 1977 and refurbished after our fire in 1978.
You can see the gray building there is building one, the first thing that was built, and it's where the problem is. The infrastructure is aged. We've replaced a lot of the equipment, the technical equipment inside the TV equipment, but the heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and the roof are in trouble, and that's why we wanted to show it to you. We'll take a little closer look here in a minute, but this is the original building one, and it's the building that we're talking about. 40 years of being on the air and 40 years of equipment running. It's time for replacement. We sought repair bids for the air conditioners, and we have repaired them throughout the years a number of times. But right now, the best advice is to replace. It's due to the HVAC gas that's used has gotten very expensive, plus the equipment itself is really beyond the point of repairing, and it's just time to replace. And the one air conditioner is still running, but it's on its last leg. So we'll take you inside next, but we wanted you to see the outside here to get an idea of what it is we're talking about. Let's go up and take a look at the other units. This is one of the units that is to be replaced. You can see it's noisy and it's pretty shabby looking after all this time. This one is its twin, and it has given up the ghost altogether. It doesn't run at all. So these are the two 8 air conditioners that are going to come out. There's another one up on the roof that's to be replaced as well. But these are the ones we wanted to give you a closer look at. They are, I don't know if they're 30 years old. They're pretty old.
Yeah, they're vintage, probably 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. So they've been around for a while, and the time of repair is over and time to replace is here.
Well, let's go look inside, Steve, where the fun stuff is.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, this was our original building where we had the transmitter over here, and we had the TV studio. We did all the productions, and the original master control was over here. So we had everything all combined in this one small area.
And now what's happening with the failing air conditioner is on a warm day, it gets too hot in here. And you see like all this stuff is what sends out the programs. We have these server monitors here and the big monitor monitoring all the feeds and all this stuff, and it just generates heat. And
Yeah,
if we can't keep it cool.
I'm just standing here. I can feel the heat coming off back in this back rack here.
And this part of the building isn't the worst part. When we go upstairs, you'll see that the heat problem is even worse there, and that's where we'll really begin to see the roof problem as well.
Well, we'll take you upstairs next. You can see the stains on the ceiling in the control room where the director sits during the productions here at the station. And this room is really warm, Steve.
Yeah, it's 82 degrees in here, and it's only 55 outside. The other day when it was 70 degrees a few outside, it got up to I think either 85 or 87 in here. And of course people can work in that kind of temperature, but the problem is the equipment. This is mission critical stuff, and it gets hot on its own, and as the air temperature rises in the room, problems can occur with the hard drives. In fact, in the edit room, which is next door, we probably won't go there because it's similar to this room, but it's getting very hot in there, and they're actually getting warnings on their edit computers saying, you know, failure imminent. I don't know exactly what it says, but it's like saying, this room is too hot, you shouldn't be running a computer in here, so we have to do something now. And that's just for the temperature. The roof, you see those stains. If people get wet, well, we don't want people to get wet, but if equipment gets wet, it could cost us $1,000. And it's that old adage, a stitch in time saves 9. We've got to fix these problems before we start damaging equipment, before the rain comes in and causes a short circuit and either takes us off the air during a live program, ruins a recording, ruins a piece of equipment. This stuff is all expensive, as you all well know. You've helped us get it, and we don't want to risk it with too high temperatures and with rain coming inside the building.
And the thing is, Steve, I've heard all about this roof. I want to go see it.
Okay, well, let's go see the roof.
Let's go. Well, we finally made it up to the roof. I tell you the truth, all these years, Steve, I've never been up here on this particular roof.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So this roof is the roof of the original building, section 1 I like to call it. It's over production, it's over master control, it's over the most critical technical areas of the production facility, and it's the worst. You can see there are patches all over, and if you see that puddling water over there, that's a problem. Well, the new roof is going to have a little pitch to it, so the water's going to run off, and of course all the patches will be covered. It'll be new, and we won't have this equipment risk that we're running now. So it has been repaired a number of times, and the best recommendations we got that it's just time to replace it, especially with the puddling water. Imagine that frozen and melting, and what it can do to homes. And what it does here is when it freezes and starts to melt, then it comes in all the little cracks and crevices, and it's time to replace it.
Yeah, and I just wanted to thank you again for your support for all the many years that we've been here for 40 years. And it's really God's people that have put this facility on the air, and it's God's people that continue to make it happen. I just want to thank you for your support, and we really need this taken care of at this particular time.
There was one thing I wanted to add. I don't know if we mentioned it in the letter, but you're one of a very select group of people. We've only sent this out to just a few folks. Not everybody can participate in a project like we're talking about, the air conditioner and the roof, but to our most faithful people, people that really help make a difference with these kind of projects, we've sent it to you and saying if you can help with something over and above what you normally do, which we appreciate completely, but if you could help with these projects, it'd make a big difference for us.